Welcome back to the channel, everyone. For today's video, we are heading deep into the Tahoe National Forest, which is one of California's most active hotspots for black bears. Weather-wise, rain is in the forecast for the rest of the day and night. But I gotta tell you that it's just been typical Sierra conditions. We've had sun, rain, sun, hail, thunderstorms. Yeah, it's been very, very wacky. The plan is to find a beautiful spot, pitch the tent, cook some good food, and hopefully, maybe, spot some black bears. I actually had an encounter with a black bear last week, and I'll tell you more about it after I set up camp. All right, folks, I have found a spot that's really nice, but it is chucking it down. It's going to be a wet one, pitching the tent. Back out in the Hilleberg Niak with the Tarp 5, and the soil here is really soft. Even though I used 9-inch pegs, I had to double peg it right over here in the front at the apex. Probably in the future I'm going to have to put a longer guy line, so that way it makes it easier to pitch. But yeah, otherwise there she is. Looking pretty good, and yeah, had a bit of snow, and the snow has actually turned back to rain. So about last week's bear encounter, I was hiking very close to here with my wildlife rig when I caught movement over to my left. It was a medium-sized cinnamon black bear, and this guy was fast. The second we made eye contact, he jumped up a nearby tree, and I was able to fire off a shot at him on the bark. But he didn't stay up there long. He hopped down and then just watched me for a little bit. I was able to take a couple more shots. I gotta say that at 100 yards away, I felt very comfortable, and he seemed very curious, kind of playful too, but the second I switched from stills to video, he was gone. The whole encounter couldn't have lasted more than 60 seconds. So this pot right here is new for me. I'm testing it out for the first time. It's the ever new 900 mil short wide pot. I had the tall narrow in 900 mils for ever new and I loved it, but I noticed that every time I used it in temperatures that were 40-45 degrees and below, it just took forever to heat water. So I wanted to get something a little bit more efficient. Food-wise for tonight, we've got a backcountry bison bowl. I think it's a bison stew, basically. The original plan was to do lamb. I wanted to bring out my grill, throw some wood on there, and grill some lamb chops. But when you're in bear country, and bears are pretty active like they are right now over here, it's a bad idea. Anything fatty, they can smell from literally a mile away. We got a rolling boil here. All right, so backcountry bison bowl. Very excited about this. Very cool. All right, so. Also, I almost forgot, guys. I've got a peanut butter stout, which is gonna go awesome with this bison bowl. Cheers, guys. Oh, that's pretty good stuff. Let's give this a go. Wow, this is actually pretty good stuff. Nice. Oh yeah, I definitely recommend this. Really good. An unfortunate thing is that I have no reception, so I have no idea if there are any kind of severe weather updates or any changes in weather overnight. But as you can see, it stopped raining. The temperature is right around 37 degrees, and since there's no wind, it actually doesn't feel that bad. All right, folks, I'm clocking out. If there's anything exciting overnight, if I hear noises or a big change in weather, I'll bring you back. Otherwise, I will see you in the morning. Good morning, folks. So last night was very uneventful. I stayed up till about 2 in the morning because it was drizzling, and then I probably fell asleep right around there. I didn't get up till like 7:30 in the morning. And this place, I gotta say, is teeming with wildlife, especially as it relates to the birds. But as for noises last night, bears or anything like that, it was quiet. It was really, really quiet. And after I fell asleep, I slept really good. I got this coffee in the UK at one of the hotels that I was staying at. I'm not sure if it's still good because it's probably about a couple years old. Still very hot. I'll keep you posted. The coffee is good, guys. Coffee is very good. You know, it's funny. I heard a sound. It went like... So I thought, could that be a moose? But no, it was a woodpecker way in the distance. Not sure if you could hear him. Oh, so much wildlife here. Wow, I feel like I could do one of those ASMR videos. You know, just no sound, no talking, just the sounds of nature. Let me know what you guys think. I wouldn't mind doing one of those. Let's see if I can get lucky and find some bears or maybe deer. Whatever. I'll be happy with whatever nature throws at me. So my plan is just to walk that direction over there for about a quarter mile, maybe half mile, and see what I could find. There is a stream out there, so perhaps I'll get lucky with some wildlife coming over to drink out of it. I don't need my backpack. The only reason I'm taking it is the bear spray. I could just access it pretty quick. Yeah, all right. Let's get going. The only thing that I found that was kind of interesting was this one bird that was sitting. He was perched on a rock and he was looking out into the meadow. I kneeled down and I waited for him about 2-3 minutes, and he finally turned his head, which gave me an opportunity for a slightly better shot. And then I grabbed a shot of the landscape, zoomed all the way in at 600 millimeters, and it was very cool with the fog and the trees. All right, I'm going to go ahead and put another brew on because that coffee was really good. And I'm going to put it in my other mug over here so I could just pack up and go, and I'll have it for the road. It's a coffee called Kenko. I don't know, maybe it's absolutely nothing and maybe it's just terrible stuff, but I thought it tasted really good. I almost forgot, I did want to share some thoughts about the Niak. It still remains one of my favorite tents. Because we got a lot of rain last night, there was no wind. I did get a little bit of condensation on the inner, but not much, and that's expected. Any tent will do that. For one person, this is a fantastic tent. For you and your dog, fantastic. For you and a kid, great. For 2 full-grown adults, in my opinion, it's too small. The way that I see it is that it's a 1.5 person tent, and for 4 pounds, that's the tent, the poles, the guy lines, and the pegs. I think it's a really great tent. For those that are worried about camping in bear country, statistically, the most dangerous part of my trip was the drive out here. Bears just want your snacks, not you. As long as you follow a certain set of guidelines, the woods are essentially yours. But I know a lot of you watching from the UK or other parts of the world think we're crazy sleeping out here. So my question for you guys, if given the chance to camp in North American bear country, would you do it? Drop a comment down below, I would really love to know. Until the next adventure, my friends, cheers.